In the last few years, camping really took off in the UK. Once the lockdowns ended, everyone wanted to be outside in a tent with their motorhome or in a caravan. And camping is really booming at the moment. And many people camp for the first time, or they are going to camp for the first time this year. And not everyone knows how to behave on a campsite, how to be a good neighbor. So today I'm inviting you to creating an etiquette of camping, do's and don'ts. By the way, let me know what are your pet peeves when you go camping, what really drives you nuts, what annoys you the most. I'm waiting for some juicy stories about nightmare neighbors as well. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 10 behaviors and 10 things to consider before you go camping or when you are on a campsite already. 10 things to consider which will help you be a perfect neighbor and a lovely guest on the site, which will be welcomed back anytime you want. So stay with me, let's create a camping etiquette together. I wonder what you are going to think about my 10 ideas, some pet peeves as well along the way. So let's dive in and let's create a brilliant camping etiquette together, and let's make sure everyone, wherever they go, they have a lovely camping holiday. Let's dive in. The pet peeve of people who go camping, the pet peeve number one, according to my research and many articles I read online, is taking a shortcut across other people's pitch. Having strangers walking across your pitch. This is pet peeve number one. Do you agree? Is that your pet peeve too? So on this side, it's really easy to just follow the road, walk on the road and access your pitch from the road. There is really no need to cross your neighbor's pitch. But I know that people do find it really annoying, that people do take shortcuts and they walk, you know, either next to their windows or even under their canopies if it's a motorhome. So if you want to be a lovely neighbor and a lovely camper and make friends on the campsite, do not walk across other pitches. When you come camping, your pitch is your castle, your territory. You don't want others to walk across your pitch, but at the same time, remember to keep all your belongings on your pitch. And here we have a perfect examples of lovely campers who do respect each other's spaces. Just look at that. Lovely, really lovely. So if your pitch is your castle, this is your home for the time of your holiday, it's worth to look after your pitch. Keep it in order, yeah, keep all your stuff on your pitch, do not invade other pitches with your belongings. And really important thing, especially on sites like this one, surrounded by woodlands where wildlife thrives, please do not leave your rubbish bags outside. Put them in a bin, because if you leave some rubbish or some food leftovers overnight, you can be sure that seagulls and foxes and rats will recycle your rubbish or utilize your rubbish for you by the morning, and you will have a lot of cleaning in the morning. So to be a lovely neighbor, to not cause a trouble for your neighbors, do not leave any bin bags outside overnight, especially overnight. Put them in a bin where they belong. Number 4 is super important. When you go camping, you do share many facilities with other campers, and it is super important to leave them in a state you would like to find yourself. I will tell you about number 5 and 6 on our pitch, on our territory. That's where we keep some stuff. One of them is our clothes dryer. Laundry and drying clothes on a campsite. So here is my little monster for drying clothes, and on sunny days I do prefer to air dry my clothes and not use an electric tumble dryer. It doesn't look great, does it? Even this flower doesn't offset this view much. Let's face it, laundry is not very beautiful. Yeah, laundry is not very beautiful unless it's fancy underwear. Some people may be interested in watching this. I personally don't hang my undies outside for others to see and admire. I just don't feel very comfortable about it. I don't know what you think. Yeah, I would say before you hang your laundry, maybe think about location of your dryer. Make sure it's not in your neighbor's face, it's not right opposite their chairs and so on. And be careful with those washing lines. I know that many people use their tent ropes to hang their towels and their clothes. Okay, well, if you have to do it, but it's not a very pretty sight, is it, for others to see? I don't know, that's my view. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. But what I would like to ask you is to be considerate about wildlife and think where you hang your washing lines. You don't want to break any trees, you don't want to make any damage to the nature around you. Yes, so washing lines. Should they be banned on campsites? Let me know what you think. Do you mind? Do you mind views like that? Are you bothered? Are you not? Is hanging your pants outside okay or not? Let me know in the comments. Number 6 is very close to my heart because I'm originally from Poland. And we start the barbecue season in Poland the day the first snow melts. And when the polar bears move to new feeding grounds, we start to have a barbecue. It may be the first warmer day in February. We are out with our barbecues and we are smoking like crazy. Yeah, when you're on a campsite, and there are pitches next to you, there are many people around you, be considerate. It's probably a good idea to be considerate before you light a barbecue which uses charcoal or briquettes and produces a lot of smoke. So think where you place your barbecue, check the wind direction, make sure you don't smoke your neighbors. Or even better, why not treat a barbecue as an opportunity to make new friends? Maybe invite your neighbors over. Then, you know, you are together, you are all inhaling smoke together, you are all being smoked at the same time, you are sharing food, sharing a drink, you are getting to know each other, and suddenly smoke from your barbecue is not a problem anymore. But it may be a problem. Some people don't like it. Some sites do not permit barbecues which produce smoke. You can only use a gas barbecue. So again, check before you book. If you are a traditional barbecue lover, make sure it's allowed on the site where you travel, and maybe just warn your neighbors, just out of courtesy, say, tonight we are going to have a barbie, do you mind? Maybe they will put their washing inside by this time. And I think we all love to have a barbecue on a hot and sunny day, but at the same time, many people will have their caravan and motorhome windows open for ventilation. And I'm sure they will appreciate if you either warn them or do not use a traditional barbecue on a really hot day. And then you have to consider, you know, the risk of fire as well if it's a very dry season. So those barbecues are quite problematic on site. They can create problems, potentially. They potentially can create really good memories and meetings. Just be considerate and use your common sense. Yeah. I'm a fan of gas and electric barbecues. Less hassle, less problems. Do you agree? Less problems, fewer problems. Less problems, fewer problems. Fewer problems. Right, having this grammar problem solved, we are venturing into the outside world. Believe me or not, but I'm filming this for you in the middle of school holidays, and we do have many children staying on site, and that takes us to point number 7. And probably I'm not the most qualified person to speak about number 7 because I'm not a mum and I'm not going to be, but I want to say a few words about children who come camping. Children are probably our happiest guests, and year after year I see dozens of children making the best memories of their life here on site. Yeah, please supervise your children at all times. Fun has very different definitions to children and to campsite guests. So as I said earlier, I'm not a parent, I'm not a mum, and I will try not to say too much about children on campsites. What I see here every year are many, many happy children. Children having the best time of their year. They are on holiday, they are with other children, they finally have some freedom, you know, some space to run around, and they do go for it. Some of them do play all day long. So where is the line? Where is the fine line between children being on holiday and having fun, having a great time, and the peace of other residents? Maybe the answer is adult-only sites. Maybe the answer is time of the day. So maybe you should make sure as a parent that after some time, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the summer, your children are tucked in beds in your tent or a caravan, so the other guests can enjoy a quieter evening. But I do not think that, you know, children should sit straight on a campsite and not speak up and not have a good time. Absolutely, they must have a good time. They are our best guests. They are the ones who make real memories here. Just be considerate of other residents. Yeah, everyone wants to have a bit of fun on a campsite, which takes us to number 8. Children play on a playground, adults play in a bar, which usually closes at 12 or 1 o'clock at night. And I'm sure other campers will really appreciate if you leave the bar quietly. And we are getting to the end of this vlog. Are you still with me? Of course, some people go camping and they don't drink alcohol. They don't bring any booze with them. I maybe met 2 people like that over the years of working on a campsite. Most of our guests like to have a drink in the evening, and very often in the evening when it's getting a bit colder or it starts to rain, people move the party inside to their tent or their awning. And here a word of warning. This is canvas. These are not walls. This is not concrete or plaster. It doesn't insulate your voice. It doesn't insulate the sound. And as you realized during this video, as I was walking around the site is really quiet. And it gets even quieter in the evening. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm saint. I've been warned by a warden once because we had a party here with our friends. We had a few drinks, we had a great time. We didn't realize it was so late. Yeah, guilty as charged. Even I got told off by the warden once. But if you don't want to get told off by the warden, keep your voices down, especially if you are in the awning. Because I tell you, this is just like nothing. People around you will hear every single word of your conversation if you don't keep your voice down. For the final point, I invited my doggy model Diesel. Diesel, hop, hop, good boy. Yeah, you may wish to bring your dog on a campsite if the site allows dogs. So make sure you pack your doggy bags and a lead, because most of the sites require the dogs to be on a lead. So keep your dog on a lead, because not everyone appreciates your dog running across their pitch, or some children may be scared of dogs, especially big dogs like my dog. Yeah, so I did a bit of maths for you. We just walked around the site, which has exactly 169 pitches. On each pitch we can have up to 6 guests, which means it's 1,014 people. That's the maximum capacity of this site. And on each pitch there may be 2 dogs. So 169 pitches times 2 dogs, that's 326 dogs. And that's why it's so important to pack your poo bags and use the dog waste bins. Whew, job done, ladies and gentlemen. I did my bit. I shared 10 ideas, 10 things which should be included in a camping etiquette. Now I'm anxious to know what you think. What are your ideas? What are your pet peeves? Whether you agree with me or not. Perhaps we could create part 2 of this video together. Camping etiquette part 2. Yeah, let's do it together. So I'm now looking forward to your comments. I'm really interested to know what you liked, what you disliked about this video. If something didn't work this time, let me know. Please let me know so I can improve next time and prepare a better material for you next time. For now, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate that you spent some time with me on YouTube. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel, Freedom Seekers. It's free, and if you hit the notification bell, you will get a message each time we release a new vlog, so you will be up to date and you will know everything what we do on YouTube. Oh, if you are on Instagram, don't forget to find us, KM Freedom Seekers. We are on Instagram, and you can join us there as well for updates from our life, from our campsite life and work in the UK. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care and all the best, and happy camping. I hope you will have amazing camping holidays this time. Let me know where you're going. Let me know your plans, and see you soon. See you on Instagram.